Hey, what's up? And welcome back to Fiverr Talks, everybody. As always, my name is Joel, and this is Fiverr Talks Holiday Edition. Going to be spreading a little holiday cheer and featuring you. That's right, you in this video. I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite viewer comments from the year, talking about how great 2020 was and how great I know 2021 will be, and how we can all make it a better year together. So make sure you stick around and maybe you'll be featured. That's right, you are the star of the show today. You know, so many of you have been so kind in 2020. This was a year that was weird for many. Well, let's be honest, it was weird for all of us, okay? It was a very strange and unconventional year where we were trapped inside of our house doing things we never thought we would do before or since. And one of those things for me was start something new. Start this, a place, a time, an environment and in a community where I could share something I'm really passionate about, which is helping people gain career independence through a platform that I have really learned and gained a lot from, and do that in a way that benefits them. And you all have been so kind. Let me tell you, this is beyond kind, beyond gracious, beyond generous. The way that you guys encourage me, you guys and you gals from all over the world, you throw me encouragement. You tell me how much you love the channel, how much you're grateful for the tips, how they're helping you. And so I just want you to know that that is fuel for me. That is like throwing coal in the furnace for me of my engine that runs and kind of churns out this content here at Fiverr Talks. It's really fuel for me to see you win, see you succeed. And I believe that that's the kind of community we need more of, one that celebrates the successes of others. And so today I scoured through the comments that I've gotten since this channel started back in April. I scoured through some of my favorite comments that celebrate your successes. This is where you have just, out of the goodness of your heart, shared the successes that you're having on the channel with everybody. And I want to share them again in case people miss them, because it's encouraging to see that as we have this conversation, because it's not just a conversation, it's me sharing something, you all sharing something in the comments, sending back. If you're a part of the Patreon Insiders community, you're sharing even more. And just as much as you have learned from me, I have learned from you. And these are wins for all of us. They're wins for you, but they're wins for me. They're fuel for me to keep going, to keep creating this content, to keep sharing what I've learned through my experience, not wanting you to see me as a master know-it-all guru, because that's not how I view myself. I view myself as a guy with unique experience, and I'm just sharing that experience, and hopefully it's helping you in your journey. So I thought I'd start out by sharing some of my favorite wins from the Fiverr community. Is that okay? Okay, I knew you'd like this. The first win I want to share is from Pick Comedy. This was just a couple days ago. He says, this month, I got level 1 seller bandage. Maybe he meant badge. Thanks for the motivation. Hey, Pick Comedy, you are on your way. Level 1 is just the beginning. I can still remember 8 years ago when I got my level 1 badge. That was a huge deal. It is a huge deal. It is the first step on your way to becoming a top-rated seller. So don't quit. Don't give up. Keep going. Do what you're doing. Keep pouring the knowledge in your head, committing yourself to the work that you're doing, serving your customers, and level 2 will be right around the corner. So if that's you out there, thanks for sharing the comment, and congratulations on level 1. You'll get there to level 2 and top-rated seller one day if you keep it up. David May, this was a couple weeks ago. David May shared this. He said, today, December 14th, I'm officially a level 1 seller. Thank you. Hey, David, you did all the hard work. We're just simply encouraging you. All the people in this community are cheering for you. You did all the hard work. So we thank you for being a part of the community and for jumping out and telling us that, hey, you're level 1, you're ready to go. That is a big deal. So congratulations to you, David. Hey, here's one of my favorite viewers. I love all of you, but Thomas Winterburn. Thomas comments a lot. Thomas has been here for a lot of this journey, and this is kind of a progressive journey that Thomas has shared with us. 3 weeks ago, he said, today I just finished filming my first gig video. That's something we talk about a lot here on the channel, the importance of these gig videos, and tomorrow I'll edit it and launch it out. I'm sure it will improve my gig performance. First video I've ever made. I would have never seen the value in this if it wasn't for this channel. We're so glad, Thomas, that we could be a part of that journey and help you see some of the most important parts about being a Fiverr seller and marketing your services on the platform. Then so cool, he came back a couple weeks later and he said, I got a 5-star rating yesterday. How many of you still remember your first 5-star rating? I do. Said I got a 5-star rating yesterday for a landing page that required front-end development. I guess that's what he does, back-end development, graphic design, and copywriting. The buyer messaged me and said he really likes the work. And on the rating, he said I went above and beyond. Thomas, we are so proud for you. We're proud of you. We're celebrating with you. It is a huge deal to start to do things like rewrite your gig descriptions, reshoot, or maybe for the first time, like Thomas did, shoot your gig videos, and then see something like a 5-star review, a seller that says you went above and beyond. I know many of you have had that same experience. And in fact, while we're sharing these success stories, I want you to share yours if you haven't already. We don't have a question of the day today, but if we did have a question, it would be, what's your most recent success that you're so proud of? That's a question. Let's make it question of the day. Share down below. What's your most recent success? This video, this thread is all about celebrating you. So while we're celebrating these people, leave your most recent success down below, or maybe the success you're most proud of here in 2020 down below so we can all celebrate with you. I want this comment thread to blow up with love for each and every one of you and encouragement as we continue to go through this journey together. Let's get back to some more comments. I absolutely love these. I probably have too many to share as well. Overflawed. He said, I want to be a top-rated seller on Fiverr. Great. And then I love this. He says, and I will be. That is absolutely the attitude you need to have if you want to be something. I'm a big believer in naming your vision, claiming what you're going after, and saying, this is my goal. I'm going to run after it with all that I have. If you want to be a top-rated seller, you need to say, that's my goal. I'm going to get there. And you need to do all the work to get from point A to point B. But the first part of it is identifying it. And this person, it could be a female, overflawed. They are very determined. They say they want to be a top-rated seller, and they will be. And we believe you will be too, so stick around. All right, here's some really, really cool ones to read. Tamara says, I started on Fiverr the end of August, so just this fall she's starting. This is really cool because a lot of people started in 2020. Just like me starting this channel, you started your Fiverr selling journey in 2020 because things changed, right? So she says, I started at the end of August and I made a commitment to myself to change what I'm worth. Think about that statement for a minute. Change what I'm worth. Now, let me just say this. You are always worth something, Tamara. What you're changing is your view of what you're worth. You're trying to change other people's view of what you're worth. You were already worth it, okay? So just keep that in mind. I'd rather work on a few high-priced items than work on a bunch of low-priced projects. This was probably on a video where we talked about the value that you provide, where you fall on the price-quality spectrum, things like that. She says, I'd rather do a few high-quality, high-priced items than work for a bunch of low-priced projects. I've updated my descriptions, great, a few times now to make sure buyers understand the quality they'll receive. And I've increased my prices a few times already, and I'm happy with my progress. Hey, let me just say, change is hard. But just like the user we just talked about, the viewer that said, I want to be a top-rated seller, and I know I'm going to be, Tamara said, I want to be a high-quality seller, meaning I want to make more from each project and have less quantity but more quality, work with a higher quality buyer. That's my goal for this. And then she said, I'm going to make these changes. And it is already starting to pay off. I'm already happy with my progress. Tamara, props to you. Kudos. You are worth it. We know that each and every one of us has a unique skill and ability, something that we can offer the world. And if we make sure that our service is the best it can possibly be, then we can demand those higher prices and people will come after the quality work that we're providing. Quality work always rises to the top. And in 2021, it may just be your year to earn more than you ever have before. And I hope that for you. I really do. How about this one? I love this comment from Gian. He says, I'm a new seller on Fiverr and I got my first order 2 days ago after waiting for 17 days. Hey, that's not bad. Some people wait months to get their first order. That's pretty awesome, Gian. 2 days ago, he got his first order. It was due in 24 hours, but I only took 1 hour to do the project and I sent it after everything was perfect. I love that, how you get your first order, you're so ready to fill it. It's like Christmas morning. You're going in and filling that order and putting the stuff in. And he says, the buyer was so nice. I had no revisions and she gave me 5 stars. I sent it to her ASAP because I needed to get another thing done and do my assignments because I'm a student. That's my happiest day for weeks. Thank you for the tips you've made. It really worked. Hey, we are So stoked that there are those of you out there balancing real life, real world 9-to-5 jobs, work as students, mothers, teachers, whatever you are, with a side hustle on Fiverr. A lot of you, most of you probably, are doing this as a side hustle, and you've got to figure out a way to balance it all in. And it's so fun to see those little victories. He got his first sale, delivered it in an hour, got a 5-star review. It's like a drug. It's better. I've never done drugs, but I assume this is better than drugs. Serving people, seeing you can't see the look on their face, but seeing the emotion, there you go, in their response, in their review that they've left for you. That is the beginning of a life of service, providing quality to people that will never get old. Trust me, 10 years in, never gets old. Still, I'm giddy about every single 5-star review, every single person that comes back elated or excited about something that I created for them. Whew, it's just awesome. So thank you so much for sharing that, Gian. We really appreciate you watching. And then finally, this is not a victory, but this is my favorite comment of 2020. Okay, how about let's just make it an alert.
Favorite comment of 2020 coming up.
I had to show it to my wife. I laughed out loud. It's absolutely hilarious. So this is my favorite comment for 2020. She says, Joel is the Fiverr dad we didn't know we needed. Thanks for the great motivational video. You know what, Amanda? I'm a father of 3. I have 3 boys, 6, 10, and 13, and I really do appreciate those of you who look at me as maybe a Fiverr dad. That I hope I don't have the dad bod, but I will take the title of dad any day, even though I'm only 36 years old, and some of you are probably older than me, and I'm probably not old enough to be the rest of your fathers. But I love the fact that I can take what I've experienced, I can share that, and it provides something for you on the other side. It means so much to me that each and every one of you has trusted me with your time every week, coming back for video after video. Those of you that are investing in becoming an insider, you're a part of the Patreon group, and you want to go deeper every week. You dive into those Q&As. That means that there are people in this world, people all over the world, that are looking to change their lives and take control of their lives. I think that makes the world a better place, not just because, hey, people can do what they want. It's not about fulfillment, though fulfillment is great. It's about making the world a better place by serving each other in a direct way. Fiverr is just a tool. It's a mechanism to help us connect with people and serve other people. And you all are the secret sauce. That's my motivation for 2021, is to help more people understand that their talent, their abilities, their desire to get out there in the marketplace and provide value is the secret sauce, not just of the country I live in, but every country around the world. We have a lot to offer Fiverr sellers, and 2021 is going to be a bright year if we all continue to offer it to the best of our ability and serve people more and more. So what do you say? Take the ride with me? If you're not already subscribed, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If your comment was featured, throw me a big, oh yeah, down below so I know that you saw it. I'm really thankful for everybody who comments, not just those that were featured. Those were some that stuck out, and I really appreciate those comments and those viewers, but I appreciate every single one of you because you are special to me, and I mean that. So if you'd like to get your gig reviewed on air, on camera, on YouTube, then go ahead and fill out the form down below. I've got a link where you can apply to have your gig reviewed by me online. That's a new feature for 2021. And if you want to go deeper, join me over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/DJ Young. We've got a brand new Q&A video coming out for you on the first Friday of January, and a new video exclusively for you every single Friday. So make sure you don't miss this. 2021 is going to be great. Thank you for being a part of Fiverr Talks, and until next time, for Pete's sake, keep doing, because the future favors the doers.